I think we're live, except my sound quit working. Let's try something here. We're gonna kill the game and then reboot it. There we go. Now I got sound. Can you guys hear it all right? You guys hear me all right? I hear you, dog meat. We're good. All right, let me get back on Streamlabs, back on my normal computer. So hopefully everything's going to work smoothly here tonight. Hear me fine. Good deal. Hello, Raven. How are you? Bologna, hello. Hey, Canuck. Mod Hunter. Welcome, guys. Omni, hello. All right, well, let's see. I put myself here for a reason. That's why we do this. Oh, yeah, we got martial law about to start, but I think... Investigate the missing items. That's right. I think Harriet showed up. Dog meat. Backstory. Unknown origin. Dog meat doesn't need a backstory. He's just our buddy. Marine, why don't you use chest terminal? I assume you mean cheat terminal, but for what do I need either? Well, maybe you do mean chest terminal. What do I need either for? Like, what do you use them for? Torberg, hello. Gun test? Sure, let's fire off. Well, look at how few rounds we got. What do we have? A lot of extra rounds of. Here we go. Ready? Pew pew. I think there's a mod that actually does that. Changes the laser sound to someone's mouth saying pew. If there's not, there will be soon. Antibody baby, hello. Sounds good. Alright, cool. Achievement will be max level. Ah, no, the leveling is fun. Even though I just kind of end up doing the exact same build every time. I still enjoy it. Oh, you're still here, huh, Mr. Raider? Alright, let's see what Randy has to say.
Hey, you haven't seen anything strange around, have you?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, people lurking around, acting all strange.
Besides you?
I only ask because recently a couple of my things went missing. Nothing major, just a few loose tools or trinkets I keep. At first I thought I was just misplacing them, but now I'm not so sure. This morning I couldn't find my lucky subway token anywhere, and the only time that's out of my sight is when I'm sleeping. If you could look into this, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, let's find the missing items. Alright, I haven't done this one in a while. I know exactly what to do, though, but we're going to not do directly to that. We're going to go ask the various residents instead of just going right to the person I know I need to ask.
Lost
You, sir.
track of how many blisters I got.
You look suspicious. Oh, wait, we can't... Well, we can't ask Caleb, because I sent him off on a death charge. I'm actually curious if he left a terminal entry or something. JJJ, thanks for the cane. Enjoy working the settlements. Thanks. Lauren, hello. Maybe I already said hello to you, Lauren. I can't remember. My brain's a little fried right now. I got a double cup of coffee here, so that I can recover some brain power this evening. What do we got here? Jake's letter, CPD net terminal. Let's see here. What quest mod do you have? The one that looks army-ish. The quests that I'm running, we're playing through Sim Settlements 2. I don't know, I don't have any other quest mods installed. Okay, nothing about what Caleb decided to do. Oh well, I just couldn't remember if we had some sort of final like journal entry from him or something before he goes off to do his thing. Good night, Cobus. Hello, and then good night. That's right. Jake is sitting here ready for this quest, I think.
My back hurts. My feet hurt.
What time is it?
Everything
Where are all the
hurts.
people I need to talk to? Hold on a second. Let's see. What time is it? 9:36 p.m. All right, we gotta wait till morning, I guess. We can go ask the Thompsons. Yep, they're still awake. Cool. No armor, only jet. And sometimes I forget that too.
Hello again. Hi there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice anything suspicious?
Someone stole my sugar bombs.
Oh, sugar bombs. Stealing sugar bombs. Come on, Commonwealth, you can load. Here we go, here we go. Alright, let's... the pastor's giving a sermon now?
Relationships to run dry is a little bit of neglect. Yet a little sleep,
Oh, we can get credit for our miscellaneous quest.
a little folding of the hands to sleep.
No one's here, just
So
Jake.
shall thy poverty come as one that travels, and they want as an armed man. I saw a farmstead overgrown with rot. The crop was gone, not because it was never planted, but because it was never tended, because the fence was never mended, and so beasts of nature took the crop for themselves, because the weeds were never plucked, and outgrew the crop which withered and fell to decay. I asked the farmer why his field was in such a state, and he told me that he hadn't really paid it any mind. It was, after all, hard to see the yard from his bedside. Even here, sloth is abundant. There is work to be done in this town if it is to be the shining light our Father wishes for. And don't be slothful with your holy soul. Purge the weeds of sin from your garden and repair the damage of slothful inactivity. I will humbly assist with the gardening of your soul by hearing your confessions for the next little while.
This feels like real church with the all the talk of sin and the great sound, the great acoustics in this building are fantastic. All right, there we go. We got that completed. There's no benefit for completing it, but I know some of you are probably OCD about it and would like to know how to clear that out. All right, well, we still have to find... Oh, you know what? The reason I sat on the bench wasn't actually to listen to Edmund. I was actually going to wait, and then I forgot because I wanted to clear that objective.
You know what I call a good day?
Let's go back in
One
there.
that ends without an empty
And
stomach.
we want to trigger a wait till morning so we can ask about... Let's go till... And that should do it. I might have to wait a little bit longer. I don't remember when the... I think we have the NPC cycle started at 8 a.m. Oh, I did do 8. Okay, cool. Farbrium was a Rad King or Gray's Gaming or even Oxford never used or made a video about this mod. I know, I think Oxhorn covered the first Sim Settlements long ago, but he kind of got out of the mod coverage game at some point and he switched over to doing mostly lore videos. And then I've heard him say that he doesn't consider the lore of mods because he just wants to deal with canon stuff, so... Alright, let's see, we can go... I guess we gotta go defend Sanctuary again. I think that they got attacked last time. But... we should have some folks we can talk to here.
I'm looking for someone.
Hold on a
Notice
second.
anything suspicious?
I'm afraid I have...
Okay, we just got our first bug. Hold on a second. Let's get the CK open. Bobby just said hi there with no words. Let's see what's going on. Alright, let's bed over to the dev machine here. Okay, you guys see my PC here. Alright, so we need to find... oop, my mouse is like drifting. Hold on a second. There we go. Concord. Okay, so it should be... Which one is it? Cover of Night. It might be the randoms here. Might be this one. Because I think what we ended up doing for this is we wrote some short little responses and we just had all the actors record them, so that way we could make this pretty straightforward. Yeah, here's hi there from the witness, but I think it's supposed to come from the player, as I'm guessing. Is what I am guessing here. Hi there. Oh no, that's set to come from the NPCs. So let's see if we actually have this file in the files. So let's go over to my Fallout 4 folder. And data. Where's chapter 2? This is 2 XPack. Chapter 2 main, and we're going to just search for this file and see how many of these we're missing. Because we're missing all of them. It may have been intended to be the player. Oh, I see a bunch of them here. We've got Edmund, Jeff, Elias, Dylan, Craig, Caleb, Brannigan, Alyssa. Who are we missing here? So obviously we're missing Bobby. Let's see, we got Edmund. We've got Brannigan. I'm just looking down this list here. We're missing Bobby. We got Craig. We've got Dylan. Do we have Alyssa? Okay, so no, we've got Alyssa there. We've got Jeff. Do we have Caleb? We got Caleb. We got Ruby. And we got Elias. So we're literally only missing Bobby. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, that Bobby and Craig may be voiced by the same person. So let's check that real quick.
I haven't seen anything like that, but I'll keep an eye out.
Huh?
Hey there.
Hi there.
I'm looking for
Oh,
someone.
no, they're a little bit different. Okay.
Notice anything suspicious?
Nope, sorry.
All right, so we need to find Bobby's hi there line.
Hey there.
All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to check. I'm going to check on... I'm just going to leave... You know, we'll just leave it here and you guys can listen to Bobby.
I'm
talk
looking
for a
for
second
someone.
while I look on our
Notice anything
team
suspicious?
drive over here.
Yeah, someone stole one of my old photos.
All right, let's see here. Searching for this file. Oh, I think I found it under Bobby. Let's see here.
Yes?
Hold on, Bobby. It's funny that...
Well, hi there.
Wait, and then was Craig missing a line? And also, Bobby just said hi there. Wait, what? Oh, I get it.
Well, hi there.
The hi there,
Hi there.
I found it on my Google Drive, and it just started playing when I clicked on it, and I didn't notice because I was staring at his face. I think it's a little bit funny that his... Wait, is Craig actually not... What's going on here? Craig, where are you?
Hi there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice
His-
anything
I think
suspicious?
his
I haven't
hi,
seen
how are
anything.
you line might be mute. Come on, Craig, talk to us.
Yes?
Anyway, I find it really amusing that for Bobby, he did kind of a Hank Hill voice. Those of you who know King of the Hill know why that's funny.
Yeah?
Okay, so let me grab this Bobby voice file I just grabbed. I am working on my other computer for just a moment. And get this set up here. Let's see, get you out.
Huh?
Say the hi line. Do it, Craig. Alright, sound, voice, SS2, chapter 2. Let's see here. What is the... He's got quite the folder name here. His folder name is SS2, C2, VT, Bobby the Ranch Hand, SAG. Okay. Alright, there we go. Restore. So now I get to add that to the patch list. I'm just keep this a simple patch note. We're just going to say restored some missing voice files. Okay, there we go. Taken care of. Alright, I'm going to look at this Craig line now real quick. So let's see here. Miscellaneous. Greeting. No. Let's see.
Huh?
Alright, bear with me here. I'm trying to find where the heck Craig's dialogue lives at. Oh, Brannigan, we can talk to you.
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice anything suspicious?
I saw someone moving around town last night, but I didn't see where they went.
Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Dialogue, Bobby and Misk. So this must be like a lot of the Concord folks. Alright, here we go. Hi, how are you?
Oh, hey there. How are you doing?
Doing great, thanks, Brannigan. I'm glad your voice files are working. Alright, let's see if we got this file. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of talking you through it, but it's not very exciting. It is mostly me searching Google Drives for random files. Alright, so I have Bobby's version of that line, but I don't have Craig or Randy's line of hi, how are you? So now we're going to do a little, this I will bring you guys over to see. So what we're going to do when we run into this situation where I don't have the lines recorded, and it's just a random line that's not important, we will just switch this over so that it's only a line for Bobby. So we'll just do get is voice type as our condition. Change it to SS2C2 VT. What is it? It's probably Bobby the Ranch Hand. So this line was conditioned previously so that it would work. So you can see this whole group here. It was set up as an OR so that Bobby, Randy, and Craig shared lines, but for whatever reason, this line only got recorded by Bobby, so we will just recondition it. So you can see I added a second condition just to this individual line to make sure that the voice type is actually Bobby. So now it should just get skipped for the other three. And that should take care of that. All right, there we go. Some minor bugs, but, you know, we're in the polish phase here. We're trying to clean this thing up.
Huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, since the I see he's talking about Xbox. Since the next gen patch, SimSeldom's 2 runs really bad on Xbox, like worse than ever, which is a real bummer. Like it effectively killed off both of my Xbox playthroughs.
Yes.
All right, so we talked to Brannigan. We haven't talked to Edmund because he was doing a sermon and that would have been awkward. We talked to Ruby. Who else can we talk to? Caleb's gone. Dylan and Carl will do in a minute. So I guess we'll go talk to Edmund and Elias. I think are the last two we haven't pinged. I just want to make sure that their dialogue's all working since we're doing a check here. If anybody is aware of any bugs in the Concord quest lines, let me know. Probably should have mentioned those sooner. We're almost at the end of them. This should be the last one. But yeah, we're getting toward the tail end of SS2 content because we've now played through all. I guess we haven't done Nightingales yet. We did all of the CPD though, and that seemed to be working really well.
Hey.
Hi there.
I'm looking for someone.
Hi there. Hi there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice anything suspicious?
I think I saw something last night, but I didn't give it much thought.
Lachlan, congrats on the good DLC launch. Thank you. That's real exciting to get that out there. That has been, we've been busting our butts on that one for a long time now. Hey, Brownberry, how are you? Okay, so then the last person I think to talk to would be Elias, who's probably at his house right now. If a smart fridge ever gets made that can 100% run Fallout 4 in your game, will you do a live stream on it? Probably not, because I don't think I'm going to own I don't want to own a smart fridge. I don't want my fridge to be smart.
I feel better that Jake is making this place safer. And I offered myself to him. I mean, to help him.
Okay, there's a minor bug we're going to fix right now. Okay, so let's bop over to our dev machine here. We'll go into the Thompson house. So that one, so I think we had that chair up close and we had to move it back to make sure that the player could sit in it. So the easiest thing to do to solve this one is just going to be to add a block interaction to NPC so they don't sandbox to it, so that they're not hover handing their food and their notes. I mean, I got too much going on. Fallout 4 has this too. Starfield's got Watchtower, Skyrim's got EE and BC. Yeah, it's a lot to juggle. I was actually talking about that today with some folks of like, man, we're gonna have to like when we go through and add more content to any of our stuff or like do like significant patches, we're gonna have to coordinate and be like, all right, this month, these couple of months, we're just gonna work on our Skyrim stuff or just Fallout 4, just Starfield, just to like, since we're not asking everybody to play every game all at once because it's a little too much. All right, so for this, we're gonna do. What I'll do for this is, let me think the best way to do this. So, we can just check ignore by sandbox on the actual reference. Okay, I didn't know if you could do that. I know you can do it on the base record, but then we have to create a new base record so that it's not, that way if any plots are making use of this, they wouldn't be blocked from NPCs using them. But we can easily just add the ignored by sandbox checkbox. And that will basically mean that the NPC won't randomly choose to use the chair. They could still use it if we gave them an AI package that said, hey, go sit in this specific chair. But they won't find it randomly, so that should take care of it. Small little issue, but again, floating food and notes doesn't look great. All right, where? Okay, here he is.
I'm damn glad Jake's back. Didn't feel right without him around.
Hi.
Hey there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice anything suspicious?
I think someone was trying to break into that Brahmin pen the other night.
That's pretty suspicious. What are they trying to do? Do we got Nightkin about? Radioactive Pro X. Thank you for subscribe. Ever seen the pretend chair bug in Skyrim? What is that? Okay, so I think we've talked to everybody here.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
Moving chat around so I don't have to twist my neck so much. I need...
Yes?
Yes?
I need a separate, like, chat screen. I wonder if I can get, like, a... I need a non... I don't want to monitor because just my computer has enough to do, but, like, I need, like... I don't know, if I could move chat to an iPad or something, that would be awesome. What is the pretend chair bug? Is that where NPCs sit like 6 feet away from a piece of furniture? Because that bug is also in Fallout 4 and in Starfield. That is just a deep creation engine bug.
What's up?
Excuse me.
Hi there.
I'm looking for someone. Notice anything suspicious?
I think I saw something last night, but I didn't give it much thought.
Use my phone to mute the stream. Yeah, I could probably do that. I was hoping, like, the chat that I can see... Actually, that's interesting. I wonder how the chat speed is, like, from what I see as the streamer, because that's going to be... It's like a slightly different interface versus what you guys see.
Yeah, I gotta
admit.
it's
the same speed.
I don't think Carnal would like helping with
or if it has the same information and such. I don't actually know. Wait, where is Carnal hiding? Well, we've been given the hint. Someone's been sneaking around at night. So let's wait till night. We'll go sleep in Carnal's bed. They got a fancy bed up here. Oh, I can't. Bummer. About... Do you have a guest room over here? Yes. Okay. We'll sleep for 12 hours. I should do a little midnight action. NPC sitting on invisible chairs in strange places. Yeah, so that bug, what actually is happening is they're seated on an actual chair, but the game positions them like offset for some reason. It's a very
How's
weird.
it hanging?
It's what's really weird to me is that it hasn't been fixed at this point, right? Like, third game with that same bug is a little bit sad. So you're sure the Stream Deck can handle us? Oh, the Steam Deck. I thought you said the Stream Deck, which is the thing I use to do maximum crabs. The Steam Deck, I don't see why not. I've played a lot on my Steam Deck. I've played the Oblivion remaster on my Steam Deck. I've played Starfield on my Steam Deck. I'm trying to think what else I played, but both of those are more hardcore than Fallout 4. Phone is usually 1 to 3 seconds ahead of PC chat. Oh, interesting. That actually might be a benefit then. Yeah, maybe I'll do that next time. Maybe I'll set up my my phone over here. I wouldn't be able to see as much, so which is why I was like, an iPad would be nice. But I guess I could just, like you said, the same thing. I could just put the stream on an iPad and just mute it. Just actually watch it. My Wi-Fi should be fine. Look at all those crabs. Guys, are you excited for Voice-a-Palooza? We're so close. Gonna be having a meeting soon with the team to assemble. Gotta get in touch with Wes Johnson, coordinate all the dates.
Hello, not least favorite human.
Oh, man, you got an ugly face there, Colonel.
What are you doing out here?
Dylan say saw something last night. Say something steal clothing supplies. Did you see? Connell here to see as well. Get back stolen things. So far, Connell not see anything. Starting to think Dylan lie or crazy.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
Connell seem upset? Connell not upset. Stupid human.
I'll see what I can do.
Not least favorite human should talk to Dylan. He Connell favorite human. He know more about stolen things. Connell stay here. Try see thief. You not Connell's.
Okay, let's go wake up Dylan. Recent mobile, I believe there's an audio only option as well, so make bandwidth cost tiny. Oh, that's great. Let's go wake him up. Dylan. Dylan, wake up. Dylan. We know you're lying. We don't know why you're lying, but you're lying.
Hey there.
Tell me about the missing supplies.
Oh, I guess you spoke with Carnal, huh? Yeah, looks like somebody broke into the back room and took a bunch of fabric and other stuff. If you're going after whoever this is, I saw them dip into an alleyway down the street. Best guess is they booked it down into the access tunnels. And now I thought about going down there, but then I remembered what Jake told me about the death claw that used to be down there, and I figured, no.
I don't remember what the reasoning was for Dylan to not tell you about it. Because I believe when we discussed how this was all laid out, there was a reasoning for it, but I don't think it was made very clear. So it just seems odd. Like, why would you not just tell people about that? But yeah, not going into the Deathclaw sewer seems wise. Come on, game, you got this. These are the points where the old Steam Deck might struggle. Is the load times. I don't know how well the drive loads on that thing. Hey, Phil, how are you? Okay, into the sewer we go. Speaking of into the Deathclaw, let's use the secret entrance. SS2 for Minecraft. I've not actually done any Minecraft, like I've played with Minecraft mods. I've not made any though, so I have no idea what's involved. So Voice-a-Palooza is a charity the Wes Johnson hosts to raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. And the last 2 years, we built a mod for it in a like extreme marathon session. So I get together with a bunch of people from the Sim Settlements team and from some other modders like Eleonora and Adelino, and it's just basically a bunch of Fallout modders. And we all work together and stream building out stuff for a mod. So it'll be like a player home and like a weapon and a quest, and we build it all over one weekend, including recording the voice. Like the only thing we do off camera is write the actual story, because doing a decent story takes a while, and we couldn't work on a quest while writing it. It would just be a mess. So the writing is done in advance, and then we do all the building there. But the writing doesn't start until a couple weeks before, and the audience gets to vote on kind of the nature of the story. So we'll be doing a stream tentatively the June 14th, but I have to confirm the date because Wes Johnson's going to join me on this stream to help raise money that day, and you'll basically vote with dollars. So you donate to the charity, and you get to vote toward things. It'll be like, who's the main character going to be? What is what kind of story is it? Is it a mystery? Is it a comedy, etc.? And we do like this whole big round of voting, and then the writers have to take the results of your votes and turn it into a story, and then we build the whole thing live on camera, record all the voice live on camera. I do think we may not be able to record all the voice this year on camera because Kobus, who does most of our direction, is going to be out of town the weekend that we're doing this, because it's going to be the weekend of the 28th and 29th. The last weekend of June, basically, is when we're going to do the marathon. And he is unavailable, unfortunately, so we're trying to figure that out still. But all of this... Why can't I not find this place? Where the heck is Harriet's place at? I'm guessing one of these map markers is pointing me to it, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh, hey, we found her.
Hey! Hey, what are you doing down here? Don't touch my stuff!
I'm just here to talk.
What do you want to talk about, huh?
I like that she gets aggro into your face.
Do you mind if I just take a look around?
Okay, just don't take anything.
Wait, do we not have this quest tracked? Is that my problem? That is my problem. Wait, I still don't have it. Is it here? No. Okay, we clearly need a map marker at this point, so that's something we can fix. Because obviously, like, Harriet can come across you before you even find her room. Okay. Alright, let's deal with that. And then while I'm in the CK, I can remember, I'm sure you guys remember where it is and guide me to it. But let's go ahead and fix this. Dev machine. Alright, let's see here. We need to go to cover of night. And please don't crash CK, because sometimes when you go to the objective screen in the Fallout 4 CK, it just will crash for no reason. Look for clues around Harriet's room. Okay, so here's where we need an objective. So let's go to aliases here. And we're going to direct myself to this. So we have a bunch of different things you can click on and stuff happens. And we intentionally don't have them, I don't want to have, all of these have quest markers on it. It would be kind of obnoxious, but if I can just put one in the middle of that room, I think it would be good. Oh yeah, Defense Sanctuary I gotta do. I had just done that during last episode, and it's getting attacked again. Because we're in the loop during Chapter 2 where the gunners are just gonna kind of mess with you nonstop. Alright, so I guess we could just use... What is this X marker here? Found Harriet trigger. Perfect. Wait. Was that... No, that was a box. Okay, we need... I want to get this X marker. What is this? Nope, mist marker. Hide you... There it is. X marker. Cover of night, X marker. Is this thing already part of the quest? Let's see here. I guess I want to use that X marker just to make sure that it is very clear where it is. So we'll go ahead and make a new reference. For some reason, that marker is not being used by anything, as far as I can tell. Harriet death marker. I didn't know Harriet could die. Have you guys seen this? Must be some alternate ending I'm not aware of. Okay, so then let's go. Harriet's room, X marker. And optional. Allow disabled. There we go. And then we're going to save before I open the objective screen because, as I mentioned, the objective screen is notoriously crash happy. Very obnoxious. All right, let's go here. Go to our objectives. Hey, we didn't crash. And then we'll just go ahead and add an objective marker there. So we'll go, let's see, Harriet's room, X marker. And then we're going to do one other thing. We're going to add a condition to this. And we're going to be like, get distance. We're only going to show this marker if the player is far from it, because otherwise it'll look like it'll look like you're supposed to mess with that with that point. So I want to make it very clear that it's just to make sure you can find the room. So we'll say only show it if the player is greater than we'll say 256 units from it. Actually, I might make that bigger, but I want to check where exactly it is, like relative to the space here. So yeah, 256 should be good, because then it should, so 256 is about half the width of a plot, like a 2x2 plot. So you can imagine a 2x2 plot would like roughly fit in this room. So once you get to the door, it should kill it off. And since there's nothing around here for the player to get to, that 256 should work pretty nice. I actually could probably turn it up to 512 and it would be fine, but 256 will make it disappear like right as you walk into the room. So that'll be good. Okay, so now just for the sake of completing the quest, I got to kind of figure out, get my bearings here about where this is. So it looks like we got to go through this little side tunnel off of some of these catwalks. Okay, so I should find okay, so I think over here, this is our door to get into the civic tunnel, and we go up this way and then to the right. Okay, I should be able to find that in game. All right, let's head back into game. So we're right next to the thing here. So then it should be up over this. So it should be over here. No. All right, hold on a second. Why am I not finding this? Oh, because I'm turned around. It is the opposite side of our thing. So it's actually, we go up here, down over here, and it is back over in this corner. Here we go. All right, here's where we can start. Oops. Investigating. Ah, but see, we created a bug because Harriet needs to be in here. So she followed us. She should not have. So we actually bugged it out. So there's another bug to fix. All right, back to the dev machine. Okay, so let's look and see what Harriet is doing right now and what she's supposed to be doing. Because my guess is we just stuck her in a scene here. Finding Harriet. Okay. Let's look at her alias. A lot of times we will stick AI packages for them in their alias. And see what it is she's supposed to be doing right now. We can also go back. Actually, I can do that while I'm waiting for this to load. I'm going to go find her again. And I have a little utility I can run to tell me what AI package she's using. So that can kind of point us to the right direction. Of course, I got to remember where I found her again. So I left her just hanging out somewhere. There she is. Alright, so we're going to click on her. Okay, now I got to bop over to my other PC real quick and see what the log file says. Bear with me here. Put you on standby for just a moment here. Alright, documents, my games, Fallout 4, logs, script, user, and then we have my KG utilities. All right, she is using a package 1FEF. Oh, that's actually a vanilla package. She might be using the I don't have a package, which is not good. Okay, let me look this up real quick. Okay, yeah, she's definitely not using the package she's supposed to. 1FEFC1. That package is the default package. Yeah, that's when the NPC can't find a package. So right now, she should be using this approach package. Oh, I probably don't have you guys in the dev machine. My apologies. Let's bring you back. Where is my stream? There we go. All right. So she should be using this Harriet approach package, which says she approaches the player. Player hasn't talked to them yet. So we need an in-between package where after approaching, so we need to... Let's see here. Let's open this guy up, and then we'll be Harriet, stay in room. And for this, we'll just make this a near linked reference. I don't know what the linked reference is, probably the player. Yeah, here it is. We have a link to the player. So for this, since we're just making a whole new AI package, oh, where did it go? Where did my AI package go? Here we go. All right, stay in room. We're just going to make it directly to a reference since we've got this. Since we have this package set as part of a quest, we should be able to access these aliases. So we can just tell her to stay at that X marker. And we'll say radius 64, 128. We just want her in that room. We don't care how close, like she doesn't have to be right on top of it. And that's a travel package, good. And then we'll say conditions are... looking for clues. So when the player gets to stage 65 and we'll say confront Harriet equals 0. So until you confront her, she will just stand there and wait for you to look at the clues and such. So we'll do that. Okay. Create a new form, and then we have to add it here. And we're actually going to test this in real time, since otherwise my thing is broken right now. So we'll do stay in room. We'll shift this up so it's right after approach here. Hit OK. OK. Save this plugin. And then bear with me a second while I get all this moved over. All right, so we need, not this folder. I need to go to my data folder. We'll grab this guy. I know you guys can't see any of this. Bear with me. Oh, looks like I did the same trick yesterday because I'm looking at where the files are and they're in the same position. All right, let's exit here. All right, we need to save and exit the game. Save Harriet issue. Exit. Grab my files. Here we go. Oops, I almost put it into the Starfield folder, because I've had that open for a while right now. Where are you, Fallout 4? There we go. All right, launching back in game. Let's see if this works. I will bring you guys in just a moment. Of course, we always got to get past the intro music, which for some reason, still to this day, Bethesda allows people to copyright claim. And back in the game. Here we go. Nick Carterson's Watchtower is near the 2 gig limit. Are you going to add a second ESM eventually, like with SS2? No, we will not be able to do that. We're not allowed. I mean, we would have to do that as like a free patch. We're just going to have to request that
Quincy might still have some good stuff.
Increase the
Gunners, though, they're real careful about people sneaking
request
around.
they increase the limit again for us so we can add more.
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Okay, she should start walking over there in just a second here. Let's back up and give her some space. Let's make sure we didn't get stuck in a conversation with her. No? Okay. Give her some space. Let's see if she does it. Actually, what we'll do here is we'll do... Oh, somebody just subscribed and I can't see it. I can't see it. Garrett Loroco. Hello. Thank you for the subscribe. Alright, let's see here. Nope, not dog meat. Give us Harriet. There we go. Alright, we're going to run EVP, which means evaluate package. Okay, that didn't work. Let's run our thing again. See if she's still using the generic package. Trace package. A00492. And then let me pop over and test this again. What are you doing right now, Harriet? She's now using the new package, but she can't find her way. Interesting. Oh, you know what I wonder if it is? It's because I added this. This is a new alias, and my save doesn't actually know about it yet. That's actually what it is. Okay, so we're gonna just cheat. So little interesting thing about the alias system in Fallout 4, or in the Bethesda creation engine in general. If a quest is already running and you add a new alias, the quest does not fill that alias. So it only will fill them when the quest starts up. So I actually have to, for my save in particular, I have to move her over here. I will have to... So now if we start clicking on stuff, she should comment.
Those are my blankets.
There we go.
I know they're a bit...
So we can do one more thing on the dev machine. A second here. So we have to write a recovery script, basically, for this. We're going to write a recovery script for this quest if somebody else was already doing it. So if somebody else had a save where they were stuck in this position, we don't want them to be screwed over. So let's go ahead and write a little recovery script. So for that, we're going to go into our script here. And we're going to do... All right, we always have a install changes here. All right, so we've got int I version. Let me look up what the next quest version is. Give me a second. I gotta switch you guys to standby for just a second. All right, so our next version looks like it's 145 internal, but the public version would be 347. So we have this weird versioning scheme because hold on, dev machine. There we go. Because we set the version number up to, like, when chapter 2 came out, it became, the first number became 2, chapter 3 became 3, etc. So our internal number just goes up 1 each time. So this is our 145th patch for Sim Settlements 2, which is pretty wild. I think we probably skipped a few numbers somewhere in there, but still, it's a lot of patches. So if I less install version is I less than version 347, and then we check if the stage that I was stuck on is in place right now. So we go, I gotta look at the names of the stages. So we were on stage 60. We were on stage 65. So what we'll do is, let's go back to that. So we'll say if get stage done, look for clues, and not get stage done. Basically, if we haven't, I think 70 was the one where it's like you, what was it called? I guess, okay, we'll say all clues. So you haven't done all the clues yet. I think we had a stage 70 in there, but it's not, we don't have it set up as a const here. You can use stage numbers directly. I just choose not to. In coding, we call that using magic numbers, because if you look at just random numbers in here, you'd be like, well, what the hell is that? So we try to put these little, we call these are constant variables, and they're just set equal to the stage number. So then we're looking at the code, we just like, oh, that stage is when the player's looking for clues. Some of the names I prefer when they're a little more clear, like what the player actually did. Like this, maybe I would have wished I renamed it to something else, but I'm not going to mess with that now because I have no idea how that would impact an existing save. So we'll just leave it as is. But we'll say if the player's looking for the clues, but the all clues are not done, we're going to go ahead and move Harriet over to some of that stuff so that she can successfully She can at least hang out in that room. So she should, if she can't find that reference, you can see she just kind of stood still, which is perfect. We just want her in that room, and that'll be good. So we should have a bunch of these aliases, so we can just move her like on top of something, and it'll, let's see which one we're going to move her on top of. Let me look at, I'm going to look in here real quick. What's something on the ground I can stick her on top of and it won't be a problem? Okay, really none of those. Those are all going to be a problem here. Okay, so what we're going to have to do here actually is we're going to have to add a direct reference to that thing. So we'll do group, patches, group, object reference, property, Harriet, room, X marker, ref, auto const, mandatory, and then we will just point this script property right at that X marker, and we can just move her to it. So now we'll come back down to our patch, and we'll do Harriet.get actor ref.move to that thing. All right, and that should be all we need to do. So now let's compile this script. Let's see if we get any errors. Come on, you can do it. You got this game. Okay, succeeded. 0 errors, good. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go to our, let's see, make sure that we are near her bed again, or this little X marker thing here. And we will go into our script properties. And we'll find this new script property, and we'll grab this select ref, and we will go ahead and click it, and we can see the covered overnight X marker. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. And now this should be capable of recovering a save that got stuck at that particular point. So let me get us back in the game here, and then we should be good to go. Oh, and I should also put this in the patch notes real quick. Hey, Josra, how are you? What are the file size limits for Fallout 4 and Skyrim? I think you can upload whatever the hell you want to the creation website, as far as I know. I mean, it's probably the limit of whatever the limit is you can hold on. Like for PC, like I can upload massive files. I actually don't know if there's a limit for what you can upload to the creation website. It would be interesting to know. Fixed a bug during the quest. Cover of night, where Harriet could end up outside of her room and not be able to react to player activating clues. And then we'll say added a quest marker to cover of night, pointing player to Harriet's room during the looking for clues section. There we go. Got some patch notes, and now we're ready to continue. So now we can keep activating some more stuff. Wait, where did she go? Oh, did she walk back where she was? That's funny. Oh no, there she is.
How should I know? It was probably down here before, and I just didn't notice it or something. Alright, fine. I stole most of this. Alright, I stole all of it, but I needed it. Most of it.
Yeah, she definitely needed that dog bowl.
What's your story?
I'm not real good with people. Or work. Or really anything besides stealing. It was fine for a while. People never caught on to what I was doing. Or at least, not for a while. My luck ran out. Got caught trying to pluck a knife out of this mercenary guy's pants. He didn't like that. Said to me he caught me red-handed, and now everyone was gonna know about it. Now most people see my hands and they assume the worst. I'm trying to be better. I really am. I only steal what I need. For the most part.
You're welcome to stay here for all I care.
You're letting me stay. Really.
Very aggressive.
Thank you. Thank you
Nate.
so much. I swear I won't steal anything else from anybody in town. You can tell them all I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again.
I got a better idea. Do it yourself.
Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that. Just gonna go up there and apologize to the people I just stole from. What's the worst that can happen? Hey, I'm not really good at a lot of things. But if you ever need help finding something, find me. I'm real good at finding stuff.
So I think that real good at finding stuff. I think the character was originally set up to be like some sort of radiant giver that would like literally find things for you. I don't remember what it was going to be. It was I think I told you guys the story of the Bethesda. You got a light leak over there. The characters of Concord were all settlers that never made it through the full pipeline because the writers either left before they finished or just decided not to pursue them, and then so we resurrected the characters to make our little Concord enclave entourage. And so yeah, some of the writing behind them was designed to set them up for other things, because a lot like the characters that you get in the settlements now that show up, they'll have, some of them will have recurring quests, or we'll talk about specific plot jobs that they might want. Alright, and so I think this now is the final Concord quest, which is the Alyssa situation. I'm actually curious how it's going to play out without Caleb here, because I think he's supposed to be part of that scene. So we may have another bug to fix right now, because I've never actually done the ending for Caleb that I did for this playthrough. And then I guess we can go finally defend Sanctuary. We've only left it under siege for 2 days. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop save.
Why not? I'm just trying to get people to see the truth. Who cares if I had to cut a few corners?
But you told me that journalists have to maintain the highest standards or they lose credibility.
Yes, they do, and sometimes they have to go above and beyond to get people to realize that super mutants are the biggest danger to our safety.
I can't let you do this, Elisa.
Oh, you're back, thank God. Can you talk some sense into Jeff here? He has lost it.
Are you upset about something?
Jeff is getting all pissy because we had to provide some color for some of the news stories.
At first I thought we were going to be doing serious journalism here. But it's just a sham, so that she can get Colonel booted out of town.
Ugh. I don't know why I took you on, Jeff. You don't have a shred of skill and can't even see a story through.
I'm going to stop you, Elisa. You won't lie to anyone anymore.
He calls her Elisa, and everyone, even though she introduced herself as Alyssa. Oops. Pronunciation key fail. Forgot to give the actor. Also, that shot was supposed to be him shooting into the air, and we don't have any great animations for that at the time. Now, if we were building this, we would have pinged her and be like, "Hey, can you make a shoot in the air?" Just firing up a gun to tell everybody to slow down.
Whoa! Let's calm down and talk about this.
Wait, what?
Oh my lord. Why did he have to go crazy like that? Well, what do I do now? Do I continue to report the truth?
What just happened?
Or do I pack my bags and find somewhere new to start?
Hold on a second. So I think what was supposed to be there is that Alyssa shot him. And she didn't have her gun out. So that was not clear at all. Hold on. All right, we're gonna go take a look. Also, I like that there's a thing with the lip sync that it doesn't know how to handle laughter or screaming. So the NPCs just keep their mouths shut, which is really funny looking. Okay, so journalistic ethics, I think, was the quest we were dealing with there. So let's see what happened. So we went to confront Alyssa. No, not that one. The argument right here. And we said... Okay, we got all this. Okay, here we go. And I failed the speech check, which means that we jump to this. Stage 10 gets set. So let's look at, what is stage 10? Oh, and it's labeled as Alyssa kills Jeff. Oh, and see, we actually even have a AI package where Alyssa is aiming at Jeff, but because the camera never points to her, that is not clear at all that that's what happens. So I think what we need to do is, if Alyssa kills Jeff, we need to have her in a scene. We need to have her in an AI package where she at least keeps her gun out, so it's clear, a little clearer what happened there. So let's see. Jeff dies. Okay, let's see here. Jeff dies. Okay, so we play the gunshot. We kill Jeff. Aftermath. Okay, so whatever this stage is, the aftermath stage. And then basically until one of these stages is set, we need to have her with her weapon out. So that'll make it... Oh, shoot. I just closed my Notepad++. Oh, no, I didn't. I shrunk. Okay, good. All right, so let's do a new AI package for Alyssa here. So we're going to say Jeff dies, so stage 10 until one of these two is set. So we'll go to aliases, we'll go to Alyssa. Move chat over here. Yeah, feels totally random and I bet most of you have never failed that speech check, right? So it's like, wait, what? What just happened? Okay, here. Let's add a new AI package. I'll just go ahead and duplicate this one. Alyssa, gun out. Alyssa home marker. Okay, so that's where she starts, so that's perfect. So all we need to do is add a weapon drawn. And we'll do ignore combat, no combat alert. Conditions, we want it to be... Oh, good, and that I saw the 25 and 30 are already set. So Jeff dies equals 1. And 25 and 30 are 0. So we hit OK here. Yes, create a new one. And then we add gun out here. Oop, not new. Yeah, we want to add existing. So we'll do gun out. Alyssa gun out. And we'll go ahead and put that up here. So now she should at least have her gun out. So it'll be a little bit more clear what happened there. But there we go. All right, sometimes it's the best we can do. Not all of the quests are written equally. Let's see here. We'll go back to the game here. All right, let's finish and see.
The truth creates fear, suspicion, anger.
You're right. I need to keep going. Thanks. I'd better get back to work now.
Wait, what? We told her a bunch of negativity, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right. We need more anger and suspicion. We got to get on those." Terry O'Brien, hello again. I wanted to update you on my missing clothing issue. When we went to rescue Jake with Kaylin, everybody showed up with no Under Armour clothing. So that's pretty funny. So that it would be usually because. So that should only happen. I can't imagine why that would happen. So if you have SS2 extended, we equip the character during that characters during that quest with our special outfit. I wonder. Yeah, I'll have to dig into that and see what's going on. But if hopefully we'll remember that when we get to Chapter 3. I don't even have Chapter 3 loaded in the CK right now, so I can't really easily check what would have caused that. But give some time to plan. Okay, well, while she's planning, let's go defend Sanctuary Hills. Yeah, good thing to show up for, Zarteth. You just hear, ah, thunk. Exploding pancreas. That explains it. That's fair. Gunner screams with his mouth closed. Yeah. There's like a little bit of a hack we can do. Oh, are we sneaking up behind the gunners here? Is that what I just saw? I think that's what I just saw. I think they were all starting to run in. Oh, there they are. Oh, we're gonna play with grenades, huh? Oh wait, did I just throw an artillery flare? I just threw an artillery flare. Yes, I did. Yeah, let's try this. The one guy just smacked his buddy with the, Get him, doggo! Pretty strong. Oh, come on. Thank you.
I want this one's head. Get some.
Ooh, dog meat. Oh, that didn't work great. Well, at least he's limping.
Engaging hostile.
There it is. Powered synth left leg. What is that? Action point refresh speed. That actually sounds pretty good. I don't know what my left leg is currently, though. Let's check. Apparel. Right leg. Okay, left leg. Okay, all we've got is heavy metal. We'll take it. Take action point. Refresh speed. Goodbye, heavy metal. Okay, nice and easy. Hello, Granny Vance. How are you? Are you turning all your people into spies? Equipping them as gunners. The gunners won't attack you, maybe. It's very odd that they did that, that sound chime when you, it's only played in the game when you arrive at, or when you discover Sanctuary. Because it's got some serious New Vegas vibes to it. I guess maybe that was intentional. They just wanted to be like, hey, let's make people think of New Vegas subtly. Hey, Daniel Moore, how are you?
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Thanks, Marcy. Love you too. Alright, we're gonna wait. Nope, I don't want to track items. Don't want to track items. We're gonna wait here for Alyssa to figure her stuff out. So I just discovered Sanctuary because whenever the gunners are attacking a location, the map markers gets hidden so that you can't just teleport into the middle of the action. You've got to come from nearby. It's as if they're holding it down, keep blocking you from fast traveling. It's based on the idea that the Nuka World raids do. Which makes it a little more interesting than just popping down in the middle of the action. Alright, let's see if that was enough to advance. There we go. Checking in Concord. Okay. Remember, enjoyed the news vid. I'll be assembling my new PC tomorrow. My tech guy. Nice. Looking forward to Fresh 4 install. I'll be up to date some settlements fun. Oh, Hangman's Alley this time. I need to do some PC upgrades myself. I had moved my PC because last weekend I was somewhere else and took it with me, and realized that I have a hard drive just kind of like dangling in there. It's a, you know, it's a SSD drive, so super lightweight. But I'm like, that's not right. That should not be like that. But I could not find any mounting brackets or anywhere inside for it to have been appropriately attached. So it was like, what is going on here? And this case I have is very modern. It's like one of those, you know, crazy LED lights everywhere and like made by some gaming company. And I would think that they would have all sorts of extra racks and space for upgrades, and I don't see any, but there's a lot of open space in that case. So I feel like I'm missing something. I need to find the manual or something. Alright, let's save again in case we have a breakdown here in the old quest. Oh, is this Randy again?
Excuse me.
Hey, I thought you should know that Alyssa woman has lost the plot. She's been plastering anti-mutant propaganda all over town. She's been asking everyone for dirt on beauties and is even offering cash, or let's say less savory, means of getting what she wants.
Oh, wow.
You should go and have a talk to her. Get her to stop before things get really crazy.
Granny Vets, Lupe, Aiden, Caitlin, Teresa Mansfield are in their undies. Oh, okay. It sounds like you have the same issue that somebody else just mentioned with they're supposed to get put into their HQ outfits, but I'm guessing that our conditioning is wrong on the HQ outfits. And so the HQ outfits, you have to both have them unlocked and you have to have extended installed. So my bet would be that during that quest when we check, we're probably just doing one or the other. We're probably checking to see if you have the either them unlocked or the thing installed and it's creating a situation. So I'll ask, do you, those of you guys who had this issue with during the quest where you rescue Jake in chapter 3, how many of you who have the everyone shows up for the rescue in their underwear issue, how many of you are using extended, SS2 extended versus not using it? Oh, she just left. Poor Jeff. Hanging out on the floor. She's cool about it.
Oh, great. Now that you're here, grab a pile of them posters and you can cover the north part of the town. That way everyone will get the message.
I don't understand what's going on.
Look, once I get these posters up, I will have all the evidence I need to kick that big green monster out of town. Only then will we be safe.
I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I will not stop until they're all gone. If you're not going to help, then just stay out of my way.
Okay. Leave Alyssa alone. She seems slightly obsessed.
Hi.
Hello.
She seems fine. She's very pleasant right now. Yeah, this quest could definitely use some retooling, but that is beyond the scope of what we'll be doing for some of these side quests. But like right there, it would have been nice to have her yell at you or something. Okay, so I think... Is there another phase to this still? This is very weird. I've never had this like outcome with this quest. Alright, let's go... We're gonna wait again. I'm curious how this plays out from here. Luckily, I got a PC in for repairs years ago that was making a rattling noise and moved. It had an Aussie $1 coin rolling around inside. Whoops. You think that was work of a child? Or some bad luck with dropping money out of your pocket? Alyssa's hate is bold over pressure to intervene. I do not like these objectives. I do not like these objectives. These do not fit the pattern. You do have extended installed. Do you know if you've unlocked the HQ outfits?
What's your problem? Why hate Connor so much?
Oh,
you're all monsters
Caleb is back.
That just go around hurting people. You can't be trusted. We can't be safe.
Connor not like other super mutants. Connor just want to live in peace.
All you have to do is read these stories. It's all here. No one is safe. The people of Concord cannot be safe with you around.
Oh, not least favorite human. You help Connor? This one angry, not listen to Connor.
All you do is complain. You ever stop to think that you may be the problem here?
It's just,
Hey there.
Hey.
You're safe. Calm down.
Oh, that one passed.
No, you're all wrong. Why can't you see this? Why doesn't anyone believe me? You're telling me you don't see the threat like I do? But that's not how it is. Wait. No. What's happened? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah!
My journalistic perspective. I never thought that would happen to me. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Colonel, I was wrong. I was blinded by my anger. I can see that now.
Thank you, human. Colonel let you stay friends with Dylan.
I'll make this right. Give me some time to clean up and process this.
I mean, I'll take the idiot spot trigger, thank you. But I feel like after she murdered Jeff, I feel like at that she should have got mauled by Colonel. That would have been a fitting end for her for all that. Not a fan of yours, Alyssa. Thank you, Jason Locrantz, for the wonderful gift, and congrats on Watchtower. He says, thank you very much. Feels good to get that out there. Lachlan, it was some form of internet cafe in a pub with a coin box attached. Somehow someone deposited the coin in the PC. Not the box, that's awesome. Yeah, very, very odd quest. But it is what it is. It is over now. I'm feeling pretty good about all the bugs in Concord stuff now. We've played through them all. I do want to go see if Caleb is alive. Because I was under the impression that the ending I got, he would end up dead. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Alright, let's see here. I think I was trying to get quick hands. But I am going to need 2 points at level 34 for Idiot Savant and something else. And Demolition Expert. But that means I can spend 1 more point right now. So I might as well enjoy our agility. Let me double check. There's another 34 in my... I think no. So we should be good. Yeah, okay. So we can go ahead and grab another point of agility here. Poor Jeff. Let's go see if Caleb made it back. Maybe the ending for his quest is different than I thought. I got a different ending for his. I got a lot of different endings for the quests being such low charisma on this character. And that because I didn't have the red dress when we started. Nope, he's gone. He just showed up in town for that little showdown. That actually is kind of a bug. I think actually I'm gonna fix that real quick. Give me a moment here. Pop onto the old dev machine. Alright, we're gonna find journalistic ethics. We should be able to condition Caleb to only show up if you didn't get that specific ending. I'm guessing just when we set this up we didn't probably weren't done with Caleb's quest yet, so didn't know about the different endings, and we're just like, oh, it'll be cool to have some of the various people from Concord there for this final showdown. Let's see here. The showdown. Confront Alyssa. Okay, so here is... Alright, so we need to set Caleb to optional. He already is, okay. And we need to check his... Let's see, Caleb, we'll check his alias here. And actually, it may be as simple as just... in the ending that Caleb is supposed to die, I should just disable him. Okay, so here's the Caleb showdown. So we need to do, let's see here. Yeah, we need to also put a stage done here for his quest. So get stage done. And let's see, Concord quest, is it the Hunt Caleb 4? No, wait, is it? No, I think it is. What is the quest called? Father, I've Sinned, I think. No, it's not that either. Okay, so it is Hunt Caleb 4. Well, let's see. I'm going to have to look at... All right, I need to look at Caleb's quest real quick and figure out which scene it was where you select the ending. Okay, so yeah, Hunt 4 only starts if you're after Bomb Face, which only comes from a certain ending. So it's got to be part of Father, I've Sinned. But I don't see any conversation. Okay, so I wonder if, is it part of Hunt 3 maybe? Either part of Hunt 3 or maybe it's part of like a miscellaneous quest. Okay, yeah, here we go. Location, wife, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if we tell wife about, let's say tell about both. That's what I did. So quest stage equals 50. So let's go. Okay, so we're gonna go look and see if there's any information in here that helps us understand. Jimmy Can't Do, thank you for subscribe. All right, so let's look and see what is listed as here. Set objective completed. All right, back in here. Okay, well, thanks for all your help. At least I know what Maddie is alive and she doesn't want to see me as long as there's still scum out there. I've got plenty to do. Okay, so we've got, after you complete the quest, Grizzly and Bombface are set to the player enemy faction for some reason. Let's see here. If you do the boss, we start quest 4. Okay, so I don't have enough information here. I think this is like something we just talked about. Him dying, so I guess it's fine that he shows up here. I don't have to worry about it. All right, we'll just leave it. Because it's not clear that he goes off and gets himself killed. That was probably just a conversation we had internally where it was like, oh, that would be one of the outcomes. He'll go out on a rampage and get himself killed. But that's not like clearly documented anywhere. So, and you guys had no idea, so we will just leave it as it is for now. All right, so I think we are good to go on Concord Quest for now. Obviously, journalistic ethics, a little out there, bizarre. I don't know what's going on. Some weird things happen in that quest, but that is beyond the pale for fixing for this particular stream. That would require getting another writer involved, recording some new lines. That is beyond what we're going to be dealing with today for side quests. If we found a main quest or something like coming out of Jake's mouth that was totally random and odd, we would pull Surik onto the stream and get it sorted. But okay, so let's go to Diamond City. We'll go do this really quick quest here to get the better up Buttercup. Daniel, I like how Concord is looking lived in, except with the Karen lady. Daisy, just help. I've noticed that building a lot of plots at once can really lag. No big deal, but I've noticed it can corrupt in many cases. When I did that, continued. Red Rocket maxed out, can't build anymore. Scrapped the settlement, and it's still reached maxed out. I've read this also auto building settlement as well. Thoughts? Yeah, so setting those AVs to 0 actually causes some problems with SS2. So what you actually want to do is you set them to like a 10 million or something if you're going to do the set AVs. Otherwise, if you just activate the manage option on the workbench, there is an option to just increase the build limit, and you can just keep doing that as many times as you need to. So you can just go increase by 100, increase by 100, increase by 100 until there's plenty of space. What causes the 0 to break it? Well, it's so when you set it to 0, all you're basically like tricking the game engine into thinking that so then when it does the math about your build limit, it just always, the math it does results in 0, and it basically is just breaking the game UI. So just the 0 is just not the best way to handle it. It's better to just increase the limit.
Need something, honey? Housing permit? Looking for a job?
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna wander back here. Oh, the mayor's still alive. I thought he was dead in this playthrough. Okay. Well then, let's see if he won't notice this. He's busy looking out over his city.
Got it.
Batter up, Buttercup. So silly, but I love it. Don't mind me, Mayor.
No funny business around the mayor.
You're right. No funny business. None at all. All right, where did we leave her? Oops. She is at Sunshine. Okay. Sorry, Hangman's Alley. You're gonna have to wait. Scrap the settlement 0 polys. Did you scrap it manually, like in workshop mode, or did you use a tool to scrap it? Because if you use the tool to scrap it, that would be why. You can ignore the big horse I'm carrying. Yeah, you saw nothing. It's nothing. Uh-oh. What do we got going on here? Oh, rat scorpions. This place has got some pretty insane defenses. They didn't need me at all. Cola, get him! That was a big bark for you. I think that was louder than Dogmeat's bark. Look at her running in to help. Go, Cola, go! That stupid run. Don't mess with Sunshine. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. Cola's in there for the kill. Nice work, Cola. Come here, come here. Oh, we got the that's a silly bug with the pet animation that happens when you use it on small dogs. They can get attached to your hand.
Thanks for your help fighting them off.
Yeah, that's why, Dave. I mean, when you use the tools to scrap the settlements, the build limit doesn't get updated.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here.
Thanks for your help, pal.
Oh, thanks, Sunshine Tiny's terminal.
Unless you plan on us all sharing beds, we're gonna need more places to sleep.
Thanks, Teresa. Wait, what was that? Like a dialogue thinking, oh.
I didn't want you to have all the fun.
If that's what you call fun, I'm glad you're on our side.
Oh, everybody's grateful. That's why. They're all trying to start that conversation. Okay.
Yeah?
What do you have to
I
say?
just want to trade a few things.
No, he's good.
We got people without roofs over their heads. Should probably do something about that. Don't you think?
I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we're still trying to find Lacey.
Stasis pods. I'd take a bed.
There's not enough to go around.
Had another dream about the wall. Can we get one of those here?
Here you go.
Good! But I don't need it back. Consider it my deposit for you. And no need to hide it away. It'd make a good decoration for the settlement. Like I said, your best bet for your bottom line is to let me set up my shop. But I'll do whatever needs doing. Where do you need me?
I mean, if you're running that bar, stick to it. Let's see, sunshine. Sure, you can stay here. Buckle up, butter. Hey, nice. Buckle up, Buttercup. Oh, she's not running the bar. I was about to build. And we can give her our own custom clothing store. All right, let's do. Do we have carrying too much? Uh-oh. Let's see here. SS2 furniture. Oh, we got a whole bunch of desks and such. Probably from the add-ons we have installed. There it is. Decorations taxidermy. We're gonna leave the better of Buttercup right here. Come on. It's perfect. All right. Do we have a commercial plot for her here somewhere?
This place is far better than Diamond City, I'll tell you that much.
You must have one of the vault rooms downstairs. All right, let's go ahead and just give you a commercial plot here. Pass this to foundation one. All right, where are you? And Lacey, I don't know what you're assigned to, but you're getting reassigned. Let's open that shop. Come on. There it is.
You got it.
All right, now let's see if the preferences system works. So we actually have like a little preference system that can run in the background when you assign a settler to something that they're supposed to prioritize. They can be set up to prioritize certain building plans. So in theory, she should, just by assigning her to a commercial plot, she should build her own store.
I don't want
if it's
a
working.
farm, and I don't want to make chems. Maybe I can make comic books when I'm older?
So the unique NPC is supposed to stop showing up at settlements. I know there's more I don't have, but they're not showing up, and new settlers are rare. It depends. So all of them, I shouldn't say all of them, most of them have conditions that determine when they'll show up. So it could be when you hit certain thresholds of plot types in a settlement. Like some settlers are drawn to settlements with a lot of farms, some to a lot of with a lot of commercial, etc. So sometimes you just have to build different focused settlements to attract them. Other times it's like quest stages, so you have to have certain vanilla quests done or SS2 quests done before they'll show up. So one of the ways you can cheat that system, for the most part, is talking to the Ron and using his recruitment services. That bypasses some of the requirements. Not all of them, but some of them. Welcome to the Community Lab. Look up the Sims 3 patch notes. Is Sims 3 still getting patches, isn't it? Or are you talking about like their last one? Or are they just all funny? Alright, cool. Glad you got it figured out, Dave. Need a small dog attached to hand bug into an SS2 weapon. Ooh, I don't want to know where those bullets come from. It's just a farm, I swear, city plan. Yeah, that's fun. Alright, let's see if she selected the right one. Let's go to the details here. There we go. Lacey's buckle's cool. It worked. That was actually part of the original design call for what became SS2. Was that not only were you supposed to get unique settlers, but each of them were supposed to get a unique building plan. And it turned out that was a really big ask. So like, we got a bunch of them in. Some of them just ended up being skins. And then just realized like just the metric ton of work that was going to be. Especially because the people that were working on building plans for SS2, it was, at the time, it was like myself and then several add-on authors who had their own add-on packs they were managing. So I was busy actually coding up the mod, and the other add-on pack authors didn't didn't have unlimited time and they were trying to do some of their own stuff. So we ended up with a couple, but it's actually good though that we didn't get too many more, because otherwise the chance of us fitting the chapters on Xbox would have been non-existent. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're going to continue with martial law, because if these attacks are going to be non-stop until we deal with the gunners. So let's move things forward here.
I'm running low on food for little Cola. Could really use anything you have to spare.
Sure. Here you go.
Oh, much obliged, much obliged. This'll do nicely. Say thank you, little Cola.
Wait, why did I have...
A Martian's greeting to you.
Thanks, Franklin. All right, I have to check something. Do we have this thing conditioned correctly with Old Paul? Because I don't remember picking up dog food. Excuse me. All right, dialogue, Old Paul. Actually, that's probably in chapter 1, honestly. Yeah, let's look at Old Paul. Running low on food for little Cola. Give dog food. Here, what does it say? Ah, yeah, see, this one's not conditioned. Whoops. Okay, let's go fix that. I thought that was odd. Like, I don't have any dog food on me. All right, so let's go fix this. Cancel you. Uh-oh. Did I just crash the CK? All right, hold on a second. Let's move over to the dev machine. You guys can watch the crash happen if it's going to happen. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go to Old Paul. And we will go to scenes. And Cola Radiant. All right, so this needs to be get stage done. Wait, no, not get stage done. Get item count. I think the item is just called dog food, but let's check here. Dog food. There we go. Dog food is greater than or equal to 1. Oops. Greater than or equal to 1. And we want to check that on the player. So like that will only show up in that case. And then for the meat, this needs to be a... Okay, we got to check on some meats real quick. All right, so it looks like this was just probably set up and then we never did any conditioning on it. So let's go meat. So all food items are potions, which is kind of interesting. I want to see if I'll just type food. Okay, so they don't really have... Okay, but we do have a formula called SS2 meats. Perfect. So we should be able to... I think you can run a get item count on get item count SS2 meats. Yeah, all right, get this 2 meats is greater than or equal to 1. Run it on the player. There we go. So now those are conditioned. Now we got to check on the actual... Okay, well, first of all, does this have repeated stages? Yes. And does it have... Fed dog food. Remove item dog food form. Cool. Let's see here. Fed meat. Remove item from the meat list. Perfect. Okay, so we had that stuff set up. It was correctly trying to remove stuff, but because it wasn't checking, we could just say it anyway. So that should take care of that. So we'll go ahead and save that. And there we go. Nice and easy. Oh, and I gotta add it to my patch notes real quick. Fixed a bug that would allow player to hand Old Paul meat or dog food, even if they didn't have any. Okay, let's continue. Did we get the quest update? Yeah, ask about the radio signal. Alright, let's go talk to Jake. Oh, I just realized I was doing the Starfield thing. to get to my quests, where you like push X several times, X to point to the map marker, and then you push it again to make yourself grav jump there. All right, let's go fast travel. Here we go. When do you think you'll go through ROTC and Basic City plans? You're making them to be less clunky? I don't know. Maybe never. Might have to be a crowdsourced project. That would be probably hundreds of hours of work for me. Baby Sims will no longer become stuck on a Sim's hand while driving a car. Oh, I gotcha. Just for like some silly, just absolute silly patch notes.
Hey there.
Hi, if you're looking for Jacob, I think he's at the old church across the road.
How is he doing?
I don't know. He doesn't seem as chipper as he used to be. Maybe I'm just misremembering. It has been a while since we last saw each other.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We left Jake sitting in this chair for 3 days. Sorry, we had to deal with a mad journalist.
Slick. Tell me, you ever used to come to places like this? You know, before you were frozen?
Yeah, plenty of times.
I can understand why. It's kind of nice. Almost peaceful. Although, it does feel kind of weird standing here. Almost as if the building itself is passing judgment on me or something.
You're starting to worry me.
It's all right. Just doing a little introspection is all. Say, you recall way back when you came to my hardware store, asking what else ASAMs could do? I asked you a question in return. I asked why you were doing all this. ASAMs, settlements, the whole thing. Do you remember what you told me?
Blood and money. No, I don't remember.
Sorry, no.
Well, I remember. You said you wanted to help people. I didn't know if you really meant that. And honestly, I didn't care. All I saw before me was someone useful. Someone who could help me towards my goals. Someone I could use.
If you have something to say, I'm listening.
Despite what some might think, I'm no goody two-shoes. Oh, sure, I'll go on and on about rebuilding the Commonwealth, bringing back civilization, but those are just means to an end. All this, everything I've done, it's all been in the effort to bring my daughter back to me. That's all I really cared about. But then, I met you. And suddenly, my actions were making a real difference in people's lives. Good and bad. And now with everything that's going on, the gunner attacks, losing the comm hub, I'm not so sure anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't think I want to talk about Laura right now. I will explain what I meant, just not now.
I never realized you'd lost hope like that.
I don't think I'm quite at that stage just yet, but I may be close. Look, I'm trying, Slick. I really am. But this is more than I signed up for. I never expected to be taking on someone like the Gunners. I don't know if I have it in me to do this. I'm no savior of the Commonwealth. I'm not you.
You think I'm a hero? I'm far from it.
Heroics are in the eye of the beholder, my friend. Trust me, there's plenty of people who see you that way. I'm sorry. You didn't come all the way here just to hear me bellyache. What's up? You need my help with something?
Listen.
That's a lot of interference. I wonder what's causing it. If you need me to clean up that signal, I reckon I could get it done. Follow me.
Follow Jake. He's gonna climb on the roof and leap off. Because this is the wonderful pathing of Fallout 4. Where is he going? Let's follow him. He's got a secret radio in the Concord church. He seems very determined to go this direction. This is not like the... You know, sometimes you see the NPCs pathing and they kind of waffle a bit, and he is on a mission. Come on. Secret radio room. Where are you going, Jake? He did lose hope. He lied to us. Pretty twisted way to show us. No, he did. He's like, look, there's a radio right here. Let's just use this one. What are you doing? I'm so confused right now. I've never seen this happen. Alright, let's give him some space. See if we can figure it out. Sorry, you have so much to live for. He probably... So my bet is, because we added this upper area here, in the base game there's probably a nav mesh spot where NPCs can walk up here and leap down, and he's trying to pass to that. Probably because Dogmeat was blocking the obvious exit. Oh my god, the pathing in this game is so stupid. Love it though. Love the janky silliness.
Okay, short stuff. I could take over again now. Thanks for watching the radio.
Hey, I'm not that short. And are you sure? I can keep going for a few more hours.
Nah, it's all right. I got something I need to do anyway. So, shift that pint-sized keister of yours.
Okay, if you say so. But if you keep it up with all this short stuff, I'll find a footstool so I can bop you on the nose.
All right, let's find that radio signal.
He always does that for you? That's so funny. I've never seen him do that.
Here we are.
What is happening?
Okay, gonna try switching the receiver from amplitude to frequency. Signal might be weaker.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that T-pose before.
All right, think we got
But this is a vanilla animation he's using right now.
Aiden, I got news. Believe it or not,
all the jank.
We think they may know where the comm hub
Yeah,
is.
he was showing
But this
Lupe, who's boss.
Gunner squad,
That T-pose. It was a
they've been
flex.
acting kinda odd, on edge.
Spartan 055, thank you for
Ready for
subscribe.
something. Come meet us at Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Don't be long.
This has been a pre-recorded.
You wanted bugs fixing, Gath? Yeah, I can't fix engine bugs. Those are on Bethesda to fix.
Well, how about that? I knew we could trust Algernon. But maybe Aiden really is on our side as well. Huh.
You sound troubled.
Let's just say I'm not sure how much I trust our new friend just yet. But it does sound like he's onto something with the hub. Maybe you should go check in with him, see what he's found. Just don't get your hopes up, alright? For all we know, his lead might be a dud. Or he's just messing with us. You never tell with a guy like him.
So yeah, I think the place that all of us have seen him do the roof jump is up here, where he just walks up here for no reason, then is like, there we go, quickest way to Sanctuary. Okay, let's head on over. So generally we don't have to do any teleporting. The base game will do it automatically. It'll set up a teleport if it can't find a path. So there, we could do like a series of small AI packages to try and guide NPCs out, but those could fail too. So we just leave it at, that's the kind of stuff where there's no perfect solution for it, so we just leave it as, yep, that's Bethesda silliness. Oh, hello. I don't want to deal with festering anything. That's nasty. Oh wow, we're gonna run out of shotgun shells here. You took too long. Oh, here we are. They're all just waiting for me to kill him. Invisible Algernon. You got this, Algernon. You're fine.
The gunners, the squad we were following, they were stragglers from a strike team. They're trying to take this vault. The leader already made it inside. He's the one we think has the comm hub intel. We'll make sure no more gunners get past. You get in there and
wait, what?
get that intel.
Algernon and Aiden are trying to kill each other. What is happening? Oh, I bet Aiden is the one who caused this to blow up, and then that pissed off Algernon. That's so funny. Okay, that one I think we can fix if we put. Oh, he got over it. They just need to blow off some steam. We could put them in the same faction, I guess. I think they already are though, but let's go check real quick. That was so funny. Man, it's just a whole lot of Bethesda jank at once. More than usual. In a you know, in the last 15 minutes. All right, let's go to chapter 2. Let's look at MQ, is it 18 or 19? 19. Martial law. Look at our aliases. Let's find Mr. Algernon. We might just make a new Algernon and Aiden friend faction. Okay, let's see here. Do they have any? Yeah, they need a new faction. New faction. This is going to be the SS2C2 Aiden Algernon buddy faction. All right, and we're going to do... we have to just save it. And then we make it ally. This is such a silly thing. You have to, like, make them allies with each other. Like, make the faction ally with itself. I don't know why. There. Now they're set as allies, so they will hopefully not fight anymore. We'll put Aiden in there too. I'd like to see some more Aiden and Algernon stuff. Maybe we can, if we ever get to do the Algernon questline, maybe we can have some more interaction there. There we go. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and put that in patch notes. Let's see. Algernon and Aiden now have a faction during the quest. Martial law to avoid them accidentally aggroing each other. There we go. That was my first time ever seeing that one, so I don't know if any of you guys have run into that one before, but it's fixed now. Alright, let's see if Alvin has anything to say.
Bye. Not now. More Wes's gunners could be on the way.
Thanks. Whoa, hold on a second. Chat just went crazy. There we go. Now I can see it again. Yeah, you gotta alter the game to prevent Aiden from fighting Gunner. He's committed.
Please contact your Vault Tech maintenance representative for service.
We won't be needing those.
Warning. Vault integrity compromised. Please contact your Vault Tech maintenance representative immediately.
Hold your fire! They're friendly. Please, you must help us. The vault is being besieged by wasteland mercenaries.
Don't worry.
No shit, those are the options.
Tell me what happened.
We tried to stop them, but there were just too many. I don't know how they did it, but they forced the vault door open. Before our security forces could even react, 5 whole groups made it down to the lower levels. I need to get down there, but I can't take any of the vault security. They're all needed here to defend the entrance. Could you come with me? Please? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Follow me. I'll open the elevator for you.
Well, let's go, Mansfield. Is this an alternate instance at this point? I think so. Fairly certain it is. But you know what? I can check, because I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, this is our own copy of Vault 81. Wait, what?
Up there, look! In the Overseer's office. We have to save her.
Who's there? They just let us murder them all. That's so funny.
You're dead! Possible breach of vault security detected. All vault residents report to designated safe zones.
Okay, let's go fix that. That is that's an exploit. It's a funny one, but we can fix it. Hey, Starhammer, how's it going? All right, let's go back to the dev machine, and let's see what's going on here. So my guess is we were trying to prevent or making sure that Mansfield would say that thing, and that the player would notice that the Overseer was up in the window. But we should, it's not really a mandatory scene, and so if the player decides to start popping people, we should still allow them to be aggro. Let's see here. There we go. So this scene right here, we can do, let's see. Add actor behavior. We can just uncheck the end on combat, so we can allow it to play even during combat. And then we just go back here, and I'm guessing stage 185 is what sets all the gunners to hostile. Atrium attack. Yeah, they all get added to the enemy faction. So let's see here. What can we do? Okay, so what we can do is... what's the best way to handle this? I guess what I can do is I can put on, since we have an alias for all these guys, what I can do is put a stage set when they get attacked. So we can go to these. It's a bummer that I have to do this on all these aliases, but at least it'll take away this cheese. Because we can just force set stage 185 and that's fine. Actually, what I also then need to check what is setting the Mansfield to do this and make sure that it's not set to only run if the stage is not done, if we're going to force set it in advance. So these alias screens, nice and slow. Can take a moment to do this. All right, let's see here. We'll go to add. And there should be a default script we can use for this, or I might have made one already. One of the reasons I don't, there's a bunch of scripts called, like if you search for default, there's a bunch of scripts that say default. There are a bunch of risks to using them. They're generally all set up so that if your quest is past a certain stage, then this, like past the stage you're trying to set, it won't set it, even if you maybe do your stages out of sequence intentionally. So it's something to be aware of. So we tend to write all of our own copies of all the default scripts to get rid of that behavior. But Bethesda designs a lot of their quests that they can only happen forward sequence-wise, and I find that it wastes the potential of what quest stages are to me. Like they just represent markers that a thing happened. So I like, since quests tend to feel better if they can if the player can do whatever they want and do them out of sequence. To me, it makes a lot more sense to treat them that way instead of it being like, once a stage happens, then the quest can never go backward, if that makes sense. And a lot of Bethesda's logic implies that things can only move forward, which doesn't really make sense when your quests, the player can do whatever they want. So then if you look into a lot of their quests, they have pretty complicated condition sets, and they'll have a lot of extra globals they set to keep track of events to try and avoid that. Whereas if they would just use stages more as quest markers instead of representing the current point in time, they could simplify a lot of their quest logic. Okay, so let's go to, let's see, on hit. I would think it might be called. We're basically just looking to set a stage if the player kills them, or if the player even shoots them or anything. So there's usually an event called on hit. So we could just use the default one, and I think that is fine. Let's see, default alias on hit, stage to set 185, because we actually don't care if it happens again or not. And we want to do player hit only. That's the default. And yeah, I don't think there's any reason to have any blockers on when this happens. If the player manages to get down there and shoot one of them ahead of Mansfield, then they should turn on the player. So the really only other thing I want to do is just make sure that whatever is firing this stage, which is stage 180, doesn't depend that this isn't done. And if that is the case, if there is a check on this to be like, make sure this one isn't done, I'll just remove that check and just allow this to happen no matter what, now that we've got it set up where it can happen in combat. All right, what did I do with chat here? Because this is going to be a slow process. So, good night, Dave. Good night, Brambleberry. Okay, let's go ahead and add this to this one. This is one of the screens where I literally shouted for joy when I saw how much faster it opens in Starfield's creation kit. Because there's so much time wasted waiting for these alias screens. It's actually one of those things. The alias and objective screen in Fallout 4's creation kit are painful enough to where sometimes I think they will make some of us not want to work on a quest some days. It'll just be like, yeah, I have enough energy to get started, but I don't have enough energy to like deal with this slog of waiting for these screens to come up, which is a real problem. I think tools should be really fast and efficient so that you don't ever lose your flow when you get going. All right, gunner number 4. Come on. So we got 4, 5, 6, and then turret. So got a few more minutes of this. Well, that's all right. Yeah, that's definitely a reason, Raven. Getting sidetracked. Like, this is the type of stuff, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would probably be dicking around with my phone while I was waiting for this, and then I might get caught up in something in my phone, and then instead of, what did that take, 30 seconds? Instead of 30 seconds, it becomes 2 minutes because I just decided to, like, oh, I'm going to answer some messages or something, or, I don't know, add some stuff to a to-do list or whatever I'm doing on my phone is going to take longer than this screen takes to load, so then I end up wasting a lot more time than I would have if this screen was faster. Sorry, I'm going to have a confession. I hate version control mode. Why is that? I actually, hate the lack of version control at Starfield now. I've gotten so used to it in Skyrim and Fallout 4's Creation Kit now. When I open Starfield CK, there's always a big white window in front. Oh, really? I don't know if I've seen that before. Maybe I haven't. I've just gotten so used to it, I don't even think about it anymore. All right, there's number 5. 2 more to go. And we used to Git for your workflow. But can you use Git diffs to handle plugins? That seems that would feel very, I don't know. That doesn't feel right to me to do bit level. I don't know, something feels wrong about that. I'm sure it's fine. It just feels wrong. It feels so wrong. Maybe the window isn't big for you. I use a tool that assigns new windows to set the place on my screen. I guess it messes with the CK windows. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it could be that. I definitely have, certain windows, I just shrink them down to a corner and don't mess with them. Like the warnings window. I just don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I remember somebody was working on diff plugins for Starfield because we don't have version control yet. I don't remember how far they got along with it. And because... the Xedit lead does not like Starfield and is really irritated with the changes they made to the engine. Xedit's pretty locked out from doing a lot of things in Starfield, and so folks were trying to take it on themselves to find a workaround for that. Because we have no version control and Xedit is locked out from doing a lot of stuff, so had to take to our own tools here. Alright, we should be able to get back to rescuing the Overseer here. I don't know how to say this name, so I apologize. Oddities. I've started keeping some light hand weights by my desk. Whenever I hit a long load screen, I do a few bicep curls to pass the time. It's kept me occupied and done more than I expected for arms. That's much better use of time than the phone waste, for sure. Ah, bummer. Bummer. Come here, lady. This Zoom is too intense. You shot my dog, lady. Sorry, resident.
Failure detected. Vault door cycling sequence unable to complete.
Mansfield's handling this like a trooper. You'd think he'd be screaming. Really could use some ammunition. Alright, let's save.
You're back.
What? Oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. What are you doing here? Haven't you killed enough gunners already?
Okay, this is something I noticed that's like I gotta fix in chapter. I don't know if I should fix it here or in chapter 3. Probably here, or maybe it was intentional. Actually, Surik, are you still there? I don't know if you ever noticed this, Surik, but that guy right there that talks is the same face as Major Isaac. I think that was just like Major Isaac was a clone of that guy to start, and we just never caught it. Never changed his face. I think this is the guy, and now I feel like you can't really change either of them because I feel like everyone's so used to them both being that face. So I guess maybe it's canon they're the same guy, unless the player decides to murder this guy, then they're twins. Maybe that's the canon. This is Major Isaac's twin brother. Yeah, you got it, Alexander.
You know who I am, so tell me, what are you doing here?
I'm just doing my job, like any other gunner. Look, before you get all trigger happy, the only people we killed here were those who shot us first. We're just following orders from Captain West, okay?
What exactly is your mission here?
Breach and secure, pacify the residents, get them to cooperate if we could. We're not raiders. Most of us try to avoid slaughter, if our orders allow it.
Why all this effort?
I don't really know. Wes seems to think there was something important here. Some kind of lost tech or something? Valuable old world stuff. He had his eye on this vault for months.
Isaac Raven is Lamont's like right-hand man.
What you've done here is inexcusable.
He only shows up in the very last quest in chapter 3.
Okay,
or the
sure,
second last quest.
I get that. But maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement or something.
An arrangement? With a gunner? What could possibly go wrong? Entrance is secure. Vault security can take it from here.
Oh God, you're Aiden McTavish, aren't you? You're here as well? And Captain Algernon too? What?
Shut up. I'll make this real simple. Recently the gunners stole a comm-hub computer. If you want to leave this place alive, you're gonna tell us everything you know about it.
What? Look, I don't know nothing
Look at that shocked face.
We're just
He looks legit
secure the
scared.
vaults.
It's
That's
great.
it? No one said anything about a hub computer.
Anything else I should know?
If there was anything else, I'd tell you, believe me. I don't want to mess with the likes of you. I ain't got no death wish. Oh, but wait, there was something. We did have a prior mission, but it had to be scrubbed. We were meant to meet with Commander Burman.
Commander? Sounds like somebody was promoted. If men like Burman are now leading squads. The gunners may be further gone than I thought.
He needed help moving something, sir. Something big. But my squad got delayed before we could meet up. And the attack on this vault couldn't wait.
Something big, huh? How much you want to bet that's the comm hub? This Burman. You got a way to contact him?
Yeah.
Please no Mini
This
Burman.
radio.
Please no Mini Burman.
I was meant to call him when we were done here.
Hand it over. On the desk. Now.
Sure. Take it. It's yours. So, me and my men. We can go now, right?
Where will you go?
I don't know. I guess we'd be deserters. We'd have to lay low, or risk enforcement squad coming after us.
Up to you.
You're dismissed, Sergeant. Take your men and find a safe house. Maintain radio silence until you hear from me.
Yes, sir. I don't know what Wes's plans are, but we want no more part of them. We won't
What's going
cause
on
any
with the
more
camera?
trouble.
It's all twitchy.
Let's try this radio. See if we can't gather some more intel. Try turning it on.
Sergeant, about time your lazy ass radioed in. What the hell kept you? Had to move everything myself. Whatever. You finished at that vault now? You got any spare men left? Bring them with you. Could use the extra cannon fodder. Lost a few of mine attacking a settlement. Ungrateful pissheads actually fought back. You believe that?
Who is this?
What the fuck? Wait, who is that? What What are you doing with a gun
The best part about Mini Burman is the clothing that he's
The
wearing.
one who took your comm hub to Wes.
You should talk to him.
Burman, this is Captain Algernon. Let's not waste time. You know my opinion on the Gunners. Everything we're doing, it's wrong. It's only gonna hurt us in the long run, and the Commonwealth will be no better. But you can still do the right thing. Help us. Tell me where the hub is. We can still stop all this before it goes too far.
Oh, jeez. You always were a blowhard, old man. But I never thought you were this fucking delusional. What makes you think I give a mole rat's ass about the Commonwealth? Hey, that voice I heard before. That was that Vault Dweller chump, right? The, whole survivor or whatever. Put him back on the radio. I want to talk to them.
All right. Let's talk to Mini Burman. So Mini Burman doesn't actually exist anymore. He's still, like, there is still a miniature character there, but it's an invisible mesh now. It used to be an actual NPC. We shrunk down to like 10% size, and he was wearing like some pre-war Hawaiian shirt or something. But he's not actually. It's not like you could never actually see him anymore. We figured out how to do full invisible NPCs. Has any of you guys played what's the game? Is it Pacific Drive? The one where you're like fixing up an old jalopy and you gotta like, and it's got some Pacific Drive. Has any of you guys ever played this? Burman is one of the voices on there that you hear over the radio all the time. It was really wild hearing, because the voice actor does the exact same character he does for Burman for that. I like to think that the makers of that game played SS2 and and liked the voice and went with it.
All right.
Because it's not what the person's speaking voice. The voice actor's speaking voice is not like this.
Guy we nabbed, right? Building settlements and stuff. I gotta thank you. There's just so many new towns and outposts. They'll all make good vassals for the Gunners. Might take a while to capture them all, but you know, with your hub computer hooked into our comms, it's only a matter of time. Oh, and don't even think about trying to get it back. The place I just moved into ain't nowhere we got that's more secure. You'd need an armed militia to even set foot inside.
Granny Vance, I'm going to tell you the quest outside assistance and fishing on its own after completing your task. All right, well, hopefully we will be able to replicate that so that I can fix it up for you. Lamont's Lackey will be a companion. No, Lamont's Lackey, I think you can get him as an advisor under very specific circumstances. He's probably the hardest advisor to get because it requires such a specific series of events.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I can. What? You think everyone's got some grand reason to do what they do? Don't be stupid.
I don't have time for this. Just tell me where you've stashed the damn thing.
Why should I tell you shit, huh? You want to know where your hub thing is? Find it yourself. Not that it'll do you any good, even if you did know.
In case I got a notification you were alive, I just want to say I started Watchtower and stuff, and so far it's awesome. Another epic mod release. Thanks. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, we tried to go very cinematic with it. One of the cool things about Starfield stuff is we can kind of do the stuff we normally would fake in a trailer. We can just do it right in the game engine, which is really awesome.
I'll make this easy for you. Surrender now, or we kill you.
You and what army? You talk real big, but I know you ain't so tough. And your little settlements, they ain't so tough either. In fact, I just came from one of them. Even took me a little souvenir. Some old guy mouthed off at me, said I couldn't shoot straight. So I figure, hey, he must be volunteering his body for a little target practice. Maybe you know him. Hey, take that old coop's gag off, let him talk.
Concern it, get off me! And while you're at it, unbind my hands. Or are you boys afraid of an old scaver?
Paul.
Was gonna take my time on this guy, you know, teach him a lesson. But whatever. Hey, you! Hey! Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Quit your hollering. And stop waving that gun around. With an aim as bad as yours, you probably end up shooting your own foot.
Shut it! You're gonna serve as an example. Show what happens when someone stands against the gunners. Any last words?
Oh, I got plenty of words. But most have too many syllables for the likes of you to understand. How about witless troglodyte? Or ham-fisted reprobate?
Oh, that's what you're going with.
Here's what you might comprehend. Lousy shot.
That laser fire linker.
How's my aim now? Wasteland trash?
You killed him.
What's wrong? Where's all that bravado now, huh? Let that be a warning. In the end, anyone who messes with us winds up in the ground.
Paul. Rest in peace, buddy.
If we can be bothered burying him, that is. I'm done talking. Still got a lot of work to do. And you keep out of our way, or you will regret it.
Damn that Burman. He's the embodiment of everything wrong with the Gunners. That guy he shot, someone you knew?
He was my friend.
I know what it's like to lose someone. I'm sorry.
In spite of what happened, that radio call may have been just what we needed. Unwittingly, Burman let slip exactly where he's moved your comm hub to. He always was a loudmouth.
Yeah, I heard it as well. Ain't nowhere we got that's more secure. That describes only one gunner-controlled location I know of.
Exactly. Only place he could have been talking about. The Gunners Plaza. Our main base of operations.
Where is this place?
South of here. Most dangerous part of the Commonwealth. If you don't count the glowing sea, that is.
Plaza used to be the old GNN HQ. It's been occupied by the Gunners for as long as I can recall, and it's firmly under their control.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Hold on. It's not that simple. That gunner, Burman, he wasn't lying about needing an armed militia to get inside the Gunners Plaza.
Aiden's right. The Plaza's one of the most secure places in the Commonwealth. Automated turrets, minefields, even a vertibird fixed up with missiles.
If you want to get your comm hub back, we're going to need a plan.
I hope you have an idea.
Who do you think you're talking to? I say we attack the plaza head-on. Hit them hard. Take out the Gunners once and for all. Before you say no, hear me out. The last serious threat to the Gunners died with the Minutemen. Since then, they've become complacent. If we can gather enough people, hit the Gunners in just the right places, we could catch them off guard. Then, it's just a matter of getting you inside, taking out the remaining Gunners, and your hub is yours for the taking. Before committing to anything, you should run this by Jake. I'm sure he'll have an opinion to share. In the meantime, I'll start preparations for an assault.
Works for me. Good luck.
We know where your hub is. Now it's just a matter of taking it back.
Nice. Oh, Algernon, watch where you're pointing that plasma pistol. You know, if everybody think he's got to get to work right now on the Overseer's terminal.
Hey.
I hate to think of what they had planned for us.
I'm glad I was able to help.
Once again, thank you.
I like that little scene that we got something for the Overseer. I think we have one for Algernon too. Where's he at? Where's he at? Come here, Algernon.
Hi.
Hello. It's good to see you again. How's your partner? He recovered from the whole kidnapping thing? Aiden said he's tougher than he looks.
Stop walking.
He'd bounce back in no time.
He's fine.
He is? I'm glad. When I sent my men to retrieve Evans, I gave precise instructions not to harm him. But I should have known Burman would disobey my orders. And I should have never trusted him to bring back your comm hub. I wanted to stop West from getting his hands on it. Instead, my actions delivered your hub right to him.
So what's the deal with you two, anyway?
What? Me and Aiden? As it turns out, we actually work fairly well together. He's good at gathering intel, and not too bad at tactical planning. To be honest, I didn't expect him to be so willing for us to travel together. Don't get me wrong, I still catch him looking over his shoulder now and again. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't do the same. But for the time being, we have the same goal. So, I think we can put our differences aside.
How are things going?
Not as I expected, I'll say that much. When I left to try and find out where your hub might be, it didn't take long for Aiden to reveal himself. Apparently, he didn't trust me to honor my word. So, I invited him to join me, have us search for leads on your hub together. Surprisingly, he accepted.
I should get going.
Right. See you later.
I can't remember if Mansfield maybe has something else to say. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Well, hello. Hello there.
What happened there to your friend? Or settler? Tenant? Whatever he was to you. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, hello.
Austin's like, you didn't pay me 5 caps earlier. I ain't talking to you. So I can't remember for certain. And Rick, maybe you remember. Did we talk about having? I know it probably came up in conversation, but I'm sure it was never on the table to actually happen. But of like, I feel like the one thing that would have made it so that no one would ever see the Burman Alive content would be if we heard him like kick the dog. If you hear if you hear a Cola go, "Arr!" and like him, because Burman would hate that dog, right? That's like clearly in his character. And then I think everybody would have went John Wick on him. There'd be zero people trying to see what happens if you save him. All right, we need to get some ammo because I am down to, I think, less than 20 for both of my primary guns. Yeah, there's a lot of extra dialogue like that, especially in chapters 1 and 2. I don't know how much was in chapter 3 because I think chapter 3 was extremely difficult to write and dragged out for quite a long time. So I think we had to cut a lot of that kind of extra little bits. Come on, game. You can load. You got this. Use some sky drops on the plaza. I mean, that's part of like why we took the what do you call it? The Helios 1. Like that's why it never got ported until post-launch chapter 3. Like it could have been in the base mod of SS2, but it was like, well, how do we explain just the player just not using that as the solution to the gunners, right? Oh, you guys told me I should buy something for
Better
cricket.
buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
What kind of stuff do you have?
If it can chamber cock,
Uh-huh.
but hot death.
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's take a look.
Just think how damn good it'll feel holding one of these.
There was something you guys told me I should buy from her, but I can't remember what it was now. Alright, let's go to ammo. Give me your shotgun shells. There we go. There was some weapon she had that you guys... I think it was like a named weapon. This right here. Bullet explode on impact doing 15 points of area effect damage. This is what I was gonna do a build around this weapon at some point. I don't have money for it, but But yeah, automatic, I think we talked about doing at some point when we were discussing what I should do for a build. Totally forgot about it. Now that we see cricket, that's all coming back to me. Oh no, you know what I just realized? I never went back to... I hope it's not too late. I'm gonna have to... Did I ever go get my weapon from... We didn't. We gotta get back there before it goes away. Dr. Jack Cabot. Let's go. Add item F10,000. Just give you the caps, yeah. No kicking the dog for Burman. He's a git, but he's not that bad. Oh, that's good. That's good. When playtesting Dragon Age Inquisition, devs had to make the sounds wolves made when you fought them less realistic because players started missing map sections, avoiding them. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about, like, I always feel terrible when I have to fight a dog in this game. It's like, oh, don't make me shoot the dogs. The you know, at least those ugly the mongrel ones are not as bad. It's those ones that just look like cute little Rottweilers where it's like, no, come on, what? Oh, hello. Ooh, that's a cool looking. This screams Wasteland Venturers. Am I correct? And I just realized we got our level ups, so we can go and grab this and this and cans. There we go. Oh, I don't know why those bodies all just flipped out on me.
Playing games with me, huh?
What? Oh, the raiders respawned. Still gonna need a lot more ammo, but gotta get this gun before I forget, because I think this is like I think this objective can go away if I remember correctly. But we may not need spray and pray now, because this gun I'm gonna get is gonna be busted, because I have a legendary gamma gun I've been holding on to for a long time. We can move the artifact attachment over to.
Hey there.
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to access the artifact's telekinesis effect. I've hooked it up to this old laser rifle. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, all of that was destroyed when my father died. But you still have a rather powerful directed force. Here, see what you think.
You made a neat gun. Thanks.
I hope you find some use for it. As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the southwest. My father was always convinced that there was another alien city buried somewhere in the Mojave Desert.
Okay. Let's find ourselves a weapon bench. I don't often edit weapons, but we got an exception to make here. The war crime gun. Is that what we call it? Sims Elements Capital Wasteland? I don't think so. It's going to be interesting to see if Bethesda, you know, especially with how many sales Oblivion Remastered got, if they do like decide to pivot and be like, oh, we should upgrade the old GAC and construction kit and let people mod these remaster games. Canadian pride, why is that? Excuse me. Was yesterday Terramorphs can turn Skydrop allies against you. At least one of my big friends suddenly started attacking. Wait, can he do it on the they can do it on bots? It's not, the Terramorphs are not limited to doing it on humanoids? Is that how it works in the base game? I guess there's no, they don't need to limit it to that, right? Because there's no real like player ally bots generally in the base game. Oh, that's so funny. I bet there's probably like a Terramorph immunity spell that we can put on them. We probably should. It's probably gonna be one of those things we don't bother for a while. Because there are bigger fish to fry right now. Okay, so we need some ammo still, and we need to modify this weapon. So let's head to Diamond City. It seems like a good place to do both those things. That's what I've called ever since you used it. Retaking settlement accidentally turned most of the population into meat chunks. Yeah, this will not be a weapon I use in settlements. This is going to be for like Gunner's Plaza. We've actually, even Gunner's Plaza would be pretty dangerous because a lot of my allies are running around. It's going to be a weapon for very specific
let me
scenarios.
ask you something. A crazy question. You didn't see If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for...
I'll take a look, sure.
Feel free to test...
Alright, we need some 50 cal and some shotgun shells. And man, my caps are real poor right now. What do we have? Just random crud I could sell him. Have some old, we can sell him some frag stuff. Cryo mines, sure you can have those. Holy cow, look at all these Molotovs I have. Sure. Those are worth almost nothing. Okay. There we go. Accept. Where's that music coming from? Get out of here, bot.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supplies are just for humans.
Let's see what you got.
Odds and ends.
Okay, let's see here. We need more 50 cal. More shotgun shells. Alright, yep, you can have 500 cats. Oof, I'm so poor. It's so... It's... Fallout 4, I always feel poor. In, Skyrim and Starfield, I feel rich all the time. Okay, let's see here. I think it's because of ammo. Like, I spend so much money on ammo all the time. Okay, oh, and then we need to find that weapon workbench. Just gotta kick that guy off of it.
Now,
Sorry, Hammer, you got a microphone now, huh? You start streaming? Stream some mod work? Show people the pain you must go through to give us great LOD. Alright, so we're gonna take this,
Diamond City
put a standard dish on it,
Plus everything you need.
and then we're gonna take our
Arturo? It all depends on where and what.
VATS enhanced gamma gun and attach.
Take the home, for example. A shotgun's great for its intimidation factor.
Wait, what?
Robbers might run
Okay,
off
there it
without
goes.
you
I was like,
even
wait,
needing
what do you mean I
to
can't
fire.
create it?
I'm more worried about personal protection, you know? Someone coming at you when you're not expecting. Small semi-automatic with a good holster is
There we
what
go. So
you're
now we've got
looking for.
legendary Lorenzo's gun. Oh, let's see, where's it at? Weapons. VATS enhanced. Artifact gun, we'll favorite that. And this thing probably belongs down here in the fat missile launcher category. We'll stick it over here, and hopefully I remember to be careful with it.
Pretty chummy with that reporter, huh?
Alright, let's see here. What's next? Oh, you know what? Next should be going to bed. It is late for me. You know what? We're gonna go do Peace of Mind. That'll put us in a gunner slaying mood for next stream. Should we say, yeah, I just want to thank you for Watchtower and some settlements too. You got me to finish Starfield. Did Bethesda contract you to do Watchtower? They did not. They had contracted us to do the Doom thing, but Watchtower was something that we wanted to do. We have a bunch of Starfield like wish list ideas that we'd like to pursue, and Watchtower ended up being the first one we went after. Some of the other ones we want to do are going to require some changes from Bethesda. First of all, we need a bigger mod limit. We're hoping to get some animation tools and such. But it was a lot of fun to do. I think it came out fantastic. I think we've been getting a lot of positive reviews on it.
Oh, it's you. We've been trying to contact you. We were attacked by gunners. Don't worry, we saw it coming. Managed to fend them off.
Don't sugarcoat it, Studge. We may have won, but they hit us bad.
Yeah, we, did lose a few. And the gunners, they took the old guy, Paul. We didn't even realize until after they'd gone.
Do you know where they took him?
I don't know. Perhaps one of their outposts? You could try searching the area, maybe. But you should know, gunners don't take prisoners. At least, not long term. Chances are, well, that Paul ain't with us no more.
No.
I know.
Right, of course. I'm sorry. Paul, he was a good guy. Helped us out a lot. He became one of us. And we'll miss him. Now, I imagine you got a lot to do. But I appreciate you checking in on us. Thanks.
Find Paul's body. The saddest objective. Not really a great point to get to there. Alright, we'll go from here. Jim's 97 just purchased a new Starfield mod, started a new playthrough, how to access the content. Go to a level 15 or higher system, and you just like jump to it. And if you get some other random encounter, just keep jumping to like higher level systems, like a 15 or higher, and eventually you should trigger it. You'll know because a random encounter should start with some ships, and they will be blocking your fast travel. They will be blocking you from jumping further. They have tech to lock you out from leaving. Come on, game. You got this. And we're still supposed to need her pilotable mechs. That is definitely one of the first things we talk about whenever we think about animation tools. There's some more to it than that for mechs, though. Like, you would want like a full custom 3D HUD. And to me, I think the mechs, you would want them to be kind of like shipbuilder, like fully customizable in how they're built. I think you would want that to make them feel good. So I think mechs have to be done by Bethesda, but to like have them reach their full potential. Oh, that's actually really good. 15% reduction while standing still. I wonder if it stacks with the assassins or whatever. The one that makes it so that you take 15% less from humans. Because I can just put on some power armor and just stand still with those two pieces and just take no damage. Not very exciting combat, though, to stand still and just... Anybody else here? Whoops. Sounds like I hear somebody with a silenced pistol. I don't hear silenced weapons from NPCs very often. What does he got? Yep, suppressed 10mm. Okay. Thanks for the stim bag, buddy. Okay, where are we headed? We gotta go directly opposite the way we're facing, so we need to get up there. Probably would have been smarter to just go to Diamond City and walk outside. Just being stubborn. There we go. Alright, now we're heading the right direction. Armor negate another armor buffs, does it? That'd be a bummer. It always seems like my stuff's still equipped, so I just assume that we still get the buffs. Just toss this over to them. There you go, guys. No, I didn't get any of them. And that just reminded me of I think that was the last of that kind of grenade. We need the good stuff equipped again. You need a mod to keep your normal armor buffs in PA. Oh, that's a bummer. Are nuclear grenades... Can you craft nuclear grenades? Is that like a... Oh, God. I hate you nasty little things. You know what? This is perfect. It's not a war crime on a bloatfly. Get wrecked. Should name it. I'll name it Bloatfly Killer. It'll be perfect. Oh, I actually should be careful with that. I could have got a little cola by accident.
I'll find who did this. I promise.
Oh, cola. Yeah, we'll send you back to Sunshine. Why isn't she? Oh, she's not making noises. That's supposed to make it extra sad here. We're going to fix that. Need some sad whimper noises. Be our last fix for the night. We're going to make you guys get extra sad. Let's go to the dev machine. MQ20, I think, is this quest. Peace of mind. No, Cola's not dead. Cola's not dead. Can't kill Cola. That would be too sad. Let's see here. I could have sworn there was one where it said she said sad whimper, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. I just see this one, whimper. Well, that's better than nothing. All right, we can just figure out why it's not playing a sound. Hold on, let me look up Cola's sounds. Cola character quest. Where is her dialogue? SS2 dog. Creature dialogue bulldog. Here it is. Okay. Okay, good. It's set up as shared info. Sad whimper. Here we go. SS2 creature dialogue. Okay. So I should be able to just select this from the menu here. SS2 creature dialogue. Shared info. Sad whimper. There we go. Boop. There we go. That should fix that. So that Cola will actually make you cry a little, as is her duty. Oh, now she did it. Oh. All right, guys, that's a good place to stop. A sad place to stop. We'll leave on a somber note. Next week, we will I would say get revenge, but you guys know me. I like to leave Burman alive. Mostly because he unlocks content at the end that we can't get otherwise. And until we get a chance to patch in an alternative way to get that, I have to continue to leave Burman alive. But we can go take our anger out on the rest of the gunners. So thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on Sunday for some more Skyrim, and then the following Wednesday for some more SS2.